This is Casey Crooks, live from Handmade Art Studios. Welcome you, yesterday's entertainment tomorrow.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Yesterday's Entertainment Tomorrow. I'm Ryan McClunky. 2 episodes of The Mandalorian came out this week, and everyone seems to love it. Revival of all things Star Wars, the way Star Wars should be. Star Wars is great again. It's refreshing, right? But don't worry. First bad episode of The Mandalorian comes on and they'll be cursing up a storm on Twitter and storming the streets, rioting just like the Dallas Felons just won the Winslow Cup. I dare you to get that reference. Also, I hope that thing in between the Rancor's leg is a tail, or else Mrs. Rancor ain't walking right for a week. Really love all the lightsabers in The Mandalorian. No. Okay. Alright, no lightsabers. But baby Yoda is so cute. People are saying that The Mandalorian is a Star Wars lone wolf and cub, but I'm thinking a little bit more Janos and Oscar. Now that was nowhere as obscure. I do like how Mando sort of has that Clint Eastwood talk once in a while, but it's kind of just like silent and cool. Kind of like how Boba Fett was in the original trilogy. But honestly, doing a show where the protagonist is a bounty hunting quiet man wearing a mask the whole time is a bold move. And it works. So yeah, I'm actually really digging the show, but I think these days I'm digging all of Star Wars as a whole. I'm really looking forward to The Rise of Skywalker, and man, Fallen Order. I really can't wait to get my grubby mitts on this game. It just looks absolutely and positively amazeballing. But I did hear that the first thing that happens after putting the disc in is a microtransaction to just start installing the game. Thanks, EA. Once again, comic book news sites have produced for us some groundbreaking news, which they claim really comes from their very insider unnamed sources, which is really just some drunk geek at a bar just saying this idea would be cool. Now, Cosmic Book News has some insider information about a Secret Wars rumored multiverse movie that brings Spider-Man Tom Holland, Tobey Maguire, and Andrew Garfield together in one film. And screw you, Nicholas Hammond. You don't count at all. Since Yet loves to satirically mock the crap out of these horrible, lying websites, we decided to talk to several sources of our own. And those sources inside Disney, Marvel Studios, Lucasfilm, Disneyland Paris, and the guy who plays Donald Duck in the Mexico Pavilion, they all confirmed that it is a probable possibility that the actual multiverse crossover is happening with the Punisher series. Thomas Jane, Ray Stevenson, John Barenthal, and the original Dolph Lundgren, all returning for an MCU film where the Punisherers wage a one-man war on crime. We asked these totally random strangers, who we've never ever seen before on the street, except all of them are in their houses, what they thought about a Punisher multiverse movie, and this is what they had to say.
Who? Punisher? Yeah. That's what I call my Johnson.
The guy with the skull, he's hot.
As the Punisher is an anti-hero who does a job that no one else wants to do, I'm looking forward to his adventures with the other characters in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
While Lexi Alexander, the Queen Director of the best Punisher film, is returning, the studio heads have decided, in order to get a G rating, that the multiple Punishers will be looking for a missing little girl who was separated from her parents in Disney World and then taken hostage by a non-Disney mascot.
What's up, Doc?
So the Punishers then go into the Magic Kingdom armed with Nerf guns to take out that wascally wabbit. This announcement comes 2 weeks after Warner Brothers announced a Wild Dog film. That film has already been called too dark, too violent, and doesn't have enough humor. More on this story as it doesn't develop. The new Sonic trailer is out. Woo! And it seems that everyone's so much more excited over the look of this trailer over the look of the last trailer. Well, let's take a look and see how great this new Sonic trailer is. Well, that Sonic... That was awful. That was absolutely awful. I know we're a satire show that mocks clickbaiting stuff, but come on! Fire whoever that was. It was Jaxson. I don't care. He's fired. He's fired. Get him out of here.
Mom, can you pick me up? They fired me.
Snyder Cut.
Why did you say that name? Yet continues to search high and low looking for the famed Snyder Cut of Justice League. And spirited Snyder specialist Nick Twist recently heard that a local supermarket somehow, someway, had the Snyder Cut. He ran right to the store to see how the hell it was possible that some retail food haven would in fact have this famed Snyder Cut Justice League movie. No, let's see what he came up with.
Sit. Get down. Go down. Look, they gotta have it. They gotta have it. You guys have the Snyder Cut? Yeah. Snyder Cut. They got the Snyder Cut. Yeah, that's not it. That's not it. We gotta go. We gotta go.
Well, I did go back later and have some Snyder on rye with mustard and with a pickle. Yet we'll continue our search for the Snyder Cut and hope that we someday do find the actual film. It has been confirmed that 20th Century Fox movies are in fact being locked up in the Disney vault, and everyone is pissed off that theaters can't play these Fox legacy films in theaters. The most confirmed of all of these? The Alien films. And on top of that, a new structure has been spotted now in Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida. A tower next to Cinderella's castle, and locked in that tower, Princess Gwendolyn of LV-426, daughter of the deceased alien Queen Pernilla Xenomorphs. There appears to be no stairs out of the tower. Will Princess Gwendolyn ever be rescued and find her handsome prince? Yeah, it's doubtful. Thanks, Disney. Let's get back to bitching about Star Wars for a moment. Disney Plus has released all of the Star Wars films on their streaming service in glorious 4K. But there is one glaring difference now in Star Wars A New Hope. Now, some think that this change was actually made by Disney, but it actually was not. The change was actually made by George Lucas a few years back and just now being released as part of the streaming service. The center of this controversy, the word McKlunky. And it is a word that Greedo utters just before being shot by Han Solo in the cantina.
Bet you have.
McKlunky.
I guess if you were a Star Wars personality on YouTube, has literally nothing else to talk about, you're going to talk about these changes over and over again, because why not? Let's bitch about McKlunky. But here is the thing, everybody. What no one knows in America is that McKlunky's is actually a fast food restaurant in the British soap opera EastEnders. So what was Greedo really trying to say? He knew that a shootout was about to occur, and he just tried to defuse the situation by asking Han Solo to go get a bite to eat at his favorite establishment. And it didn't end well. Sorry, Greedo. This is awful. Who else is writing this stuff? Was that Jaxson? Was that Jaxson? It was Philip. Philip, no one in America is going to get this. Nobody. You're gone. Get out.
Mum, I don't suppose you could come and pick me up, could you? Yeah, I've just been sacked.
Thanks to Casey Kruk for our Harley Quinn cosplay intro, and my main man Chuck Lindsay of Chuckload of Comics for his impromptu intro last week. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you all back next week. I'm Ryan McClellan. Have a good night and a pleasant tomorrow. Yesterday.